Hi, my name is Sandra Corbett, and I'm the Executive Director for the Houma Area Convention and Visitors Bureau. Well, the Tourist Commissions was formed in 1978 by the Terrebonne Parish Police Jury. It was governed by a seven-member board of directors, and they also, for a serving three-year term, and they gave us an opportunity to start receiving a 2% hotel motel tax, which was used for fiscal operations. Um, the office was located on St. Charles and Bayou Black Drive, which was the main highway that came into Terrebonne Parish at the time. And the office remained there for several years. At that time, like I said, we were under the Terrebonne Parish Police Jury realm, but then in 1995, the Louisiana legislative had decided to take any of the tourist commissions and make it an outside political subdivision of the state. So that gave us an opportunity to levy and collect hotel motel taxes, and it also put us as the taxing authority for those taxes. Um, then in 19, I'm sorry, excuse me, start over. Okay. Then in 2000, the tourism continued to flourish, and the office on St. Charles became not adequate anymore. So that's when they decided to move the office to the property in Gray, which was also off of Highway 90, which means we also would get that traffic from Highway 90, which is the newer corridor coming into the area and connecting to New Orleans. And then finally, tourists, as I said, continued to flourish, and we had to figure out what we were going to do because we were running out of space in our current Welcome Center. We wanted to kind of have an opportunity and create an opportunity for visitors to come in and have their own space where they can get a taste of what the parish has to offer. So then in 2016, we erected the new Interpreter Center at Gray, and then we turned the old Welcome Center into our administrative office. So we see an influx of tourists come in every day. Well, tourism in Terrebonne Parish, we have different aspects. You know, it comes from our fishing, our Mardi Gras, culture, heritage, food. But I think the biggest impact that we have seen over the years is the Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras in Houma is known as the second largest Mardi Gras parade in Louisiana, and it dates back to the 1800s. So Mardi Gras is a big economic driver. But however, one of the best thing that happened in Houma, Louisiana, as tourism was Alligator Annie had created the first swamp tour in Louisiana, and she was sought out by a variety of international visitors. And you know, still today, her operation's been in business since 1980. So Houma was the first and only swamp tour at that time. Absolutely. So, as I mentioned before, our funding comes from hotel motel taxes only. We do not receive any parish funding. It's basically based on if we have heads in bed, that's where we get our funding from. On a yearly basis, we do receive reporting from the State of Louisiana Tourism Office, and I'm gonna refer to my notes if you don't mind. So tourism in Terrebonne Parish has generated over $160 million in visitor spending. They produced $21 million in state and local taxes, $60 million in direct earnings, 2,180 direct jobs. And then if it wasn't for those state and local taxes that was collected by the hotel motel taxes and tourism, each household would have to pay $520 in additional taxes. So tourism is definitely an economic driver for Terrebonne Parish. So COVID and Hurricane Ida both had significant impacts on the tourism industry. When COVID hit, travel has ceased. Like there was like no traveling, no people in the hotel. We had to rethink our marketing strategy because we didn't have those visitors coming from California. We didn't have the international visitors. We had to think outside of the box. And so when individuals and families was able to travel, we started seeing that it was more of a local radius, people coming in within 200-mile radius of the area. So that's where we started driving, because those travelers was looking for outdoor adventure, and we have it here in Terrebonne Parish. Hurricane Ida itself has devastated a lot of our properties here, along with some attractions. But I'm hopeful that as we rebuild, we'll get better and bigger as we go along. Well, we are very hopeful for our tourism to continue to flourish here. I think our biggest challenge is we need to improve our quality of life here in Terrebonne Parish. We need new infrastructure. We need to update our attractions. We just need lots of improvements. And as long as those things we start to see improvements on that, tourism is going to become where home is going to be a sought out spot for tourists and our locals to come in and just enjoy the area. So the advancement of technology has been a great aspect for tourism, because back in the day, you always had print, and print was only went so far. Now you have access to Facebook, different social media aspects. We have internet, digital campaigns we can run that will reach more of a target audience and a more reach out to international travels in other states, not just your local. So technology has been helpful to us tremendously. I don't know if you guys know, we created a geocaching trail, which is an adult scavenger hunt. And not too many people knew about Houma, Louisiana. So when we started that trail, we had people here the next day that came in from China, that came in from Australia, and they never would have known about Houma, Louisiana, unless it wouldn't have been for that technology that we have to our advantage now. So, even with our website, our digital aspects that we run on Adventure Guides, we're able to communicate through email better, faster than the snail mail. We're able to target certain audience that we want to come in that's looking for those adventures, for the culture and the heritage and all. So technology has been a saver and a plus for tourism. Not too many people know that we have one of the top 10 gardens here in the United States that has been classified in it. Kenny Hill Sculpture Garden in Chauvin is listed as one of the top 10 gardens in the United States. And for those who don't know what it is, it's his version of purgatory. Kenny Hill was living on the property. They didn't know what he was doing. He started building these sculptures out of regular household items, forks, spoons, and knives. And then one day he just up and left. They went to go clean the property and they found this. And so Chauvin Sculpture Garden is one of the top 10 gardens in the United States. I am thoroughly happy about the collaboration of leaders and partners in this community right now, who's gathering together to make and improve our quality of life. Because before, just the tourism bureau, we can only do so much, but we cannot do and move forward without our partners to help and bring this community to where it needs to be. We have a great community, we have great people, we have great heritage, and I think this area is popular to come and visit, and I think people who ever come in here is unique, and they would enjoy visiting here in Louisiana, in Houma, Louisiana.